Hey.
Hi.
Yeah, have you been?
Uh, what are you doing?
I'm doing an impression of how most other podcasts sound to me.
Uninterested.
Hey, yeah, wow, that's so interesting. Wow.
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 That's that's really funny.
I hate this.
One, two, three, go.
Ah!
Bah. Bam. Okay, come on. Let me just. Okay. I want you to try and hit me in the face, and I'll block it.
What?
Try and hit me in the face, and I'll block it. See, I'm pretty good at that. Yeah, one more time. Boom. Bum, ba, bum. You
Yeah.
get me like that.
You in time to the music.
Oh. Welcome to the Space Between. My name is Mitch.
My name is Billy. Hello, welcome to an episode of our podcast. Our couples cast. Our spouse cast,
Our
really.
spouse cast, our married cast,
our ring cast.
our ring cast, which I'm
Our dream cast?
I wish. I told you before we got married,
Yeah.
I was like, I'm probably not going to wear the fucking ring, to be honest.
You did say that.
I'm not a ring wearer.
Well, that and you were somewhat fearful.
I was afraid of what happened to Jimmy Fallon.
Jimmy Fallon?
Yeah.
Aren't we all afraid of becoming like Jimmy Fallon?
Yeah,
at some
he
point?
absolutely destroyed his finger.
He mangled his
Yeah,
hand.
he mangled and wrangled his little finger
Yeah.
on a wedding ring. Mm-hmm. And I was like, what if that happens to me?
It's like, it happens to barely anyone.
Yeah.
Like, Jimmy Fallon is the one person that we can all name that it's happened.
Well,
It happens
to
some
people.
other...
It happens to people, usually in
who
like
else do you
construction
know
and
of?
stuff. Anyway, knock on some fucking wood. Also, I do want to get like a new ring.
Yeah.
But I just thought like it would be uncomfortable for me to like wear a ring.
Yeah.
I'm not a ring wearer. My hands, my fingers are spindly.
Yeah. Slender.
I have a pianist's hands.
Spider-like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's that thing in anime that they it's like
Yeah, yaoi hands.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I think they're less yaoi hands and more like Nosferatu type. Like, yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
no, I think a lot of people on Instagram years ago said it was the first thing and not Nosferatu.
Okay.
I have a Nosferatu tooth.
Yeah.
I want another one so bad.
And hairline.
And a hairline and posture. Yeah.
That's true.
I do have a Nosferatu posture.
That's true, yeah.
And
you're not really seen like outdoors in the daytime very often. Yeah.
No. Sometimes a glimpse of me, sometimes a shadow. But in that shadow, you'll see I'm wearing a perfect little wedding ring.
A perfect little wedding ring. Yeah.
The ring I'm wearing right now and have been wearing for the last year since we've been married is just like, I was like, fuck, I need a ring for you to put on me because we had bought yours like super far in advance.
Yeah.
And it wasn't something I surprised you with. We both picked it out because I was like,
Yeah.
I want it to be beautiful and I want you to love it.
Yeah.
So we both picked it out and we're like, it's gorgeous, and it is gorgeous. Mm-hmm. I like it a lot.
Thank you. Shall I show the people?
Like in the camera?
Yeah.
Yeah, do it.
Show off.
I'm proud of that ring.
They won't be able to hear it.
All right. Billy's showing the ring right now. Is it focusing?
Yeah.
All right, focusing. And how does it look? Is there like a good, I might edit in like a sparkle.
It's like the two rings.
Yeah. So there's the two. There's like your wedding band there and then like the engagement ring, and they both kind of into one, right? Pretty cool. It's an interesting shape. It's very cool. It's very you. It's very us.
Cool. Yeah.
So we bought that in advance, and then
fan.
like days before us it was days before,
It
right?
was literally days before.
I was like, fuck, as I'm like picking out a tie.
I need one.
I'm also picking out like a ring on Amazon that I need like.
I think your ring literally cost like $15.
Yeah, it was just a black wedding band on Amazon.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, we need it for the day.
You were also like, I don't know what size I am, so I'm gonna buy like a couple.
The smallest size available. I bought two of the smallest size available.
Yeah.
One was too big. This one's a little bit too small for my little knuckle. But it's a bit tedious. I was like nervous that because I'd be sweating so much.
I'd like a teen's ring, please.
Yeah, no, I really had to get. I was like, do you have like a men's wedding band in women's
In a
sizes?
woman's size, yeah.
And it was tough. It was really, really tough. So I think the next time I get a ring, it has to be custom made. But I do want. I'll get that in the next like week or so. I want it bad. Yeah, I really, really want it bad. I still just have this Amazon
get it for
one.
like our anniversary.
I'm gonna wait. I'll wait.
It's really not that long.
But
yeah.
I've been wearing this ever since, and
you
I
actually haven't taken it off.
Yeah, I don't take it off to sleep. I don't take it off to shower or anything.
I do have to take mine off sometimes because something that happens that I didn't know happens because I don't wear a lot of jewelry generally. Is if in the summertime, especially if it's hot.
If it's hot, yeah, particularly.
Your fingers swell up.
And in the morning.
Not
in the morning,
your fingers swell too. In the morning, particularly. Not a noticeable amount, but if you're wearing a ring, it suddenly becomes very fucking noticeable. And I would wake up when it was hot here and like, my finger would just be red. It fits me perfectly when it's cold to mild.
Yeah.
But when it starts approaching hot, my finger gets fucking fat. I have to take it off.
Yeah, I can't take mine off in the morning for sure.
I wake up with little sausage fingers.
But I can slip it on and off at night. And I used to take it off at night because I'm like, I was like reading articles online, being like, what am I supposed to do?
Yeah.
What is common? And a lot of people take theirs off at night.
Yeah.
Not me.
No.
No, it's just always on.
That's funny.
It's a perma ring. I was gonna say every time I see it like on the podcast and it's there, I'll just like, see it on my hand and stuff in a video or a picture. I'm like, oh,
damn, they got my ass.
Yeah, I'm like, what the fuck happened? I was such a dog, and now I'm wed.
You're still a dog.
I'm still a dog, but now I'm married, so it really, as you can imagine, it affects my game quite a bit. To have to walk around this fucking wedding ring. It sucks.
No, there's that episode of Seinfeld.
Yeah.
That we watched together, where George realizes that if he wears a wedding ring, women are like, "Oh, you must be such a catch."
Yeah.
And start like really fancying you. But then the catch to that is like that you can't follow through, or it seems like you're cheating on your wife, which is very unattractive.
You're an asshole. Yeah, you become more attractive and then less attractive if you actually act on it.
Yeah.
That episode hasn't rung true for me. There hasn't been like there hasn't been a sharp incline of people hitting me up because of the wedding ring. I think people respect and fear you too much.
You've got to be at like a. That's true. If they know who I am, then that's true.
Yeah, they respect and fear you too much.
As they should.
Too much for my liking, personally.
But, no, you need to go to more, like, 90s style, like, house gatherings,
Yes.
To watch the Super Bowl or whatever.
Or there's, especially, when there's, like, women there of, like, typical 90s marrying age.
Yes.
That they want to get married soon. And they're like, oh, all the good ones are taken up.
Yeah.
All the good ones. You're such a catch,
I want them to say that to me.
You need to start.
I gotta start doing it as well.
Sometimes you'll leave the house without the wedding ring, and I'll see it on your nightstand, and I'll clutch it. I'll say, "What the fuck is this? What the fuck is this?" You're like, I was going to a pole class, I couldn't have it.
We're not allowed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you could wear it like a necklace, though. Or you could wear your "I love my husband" shirt. This is All the Space Between. My name is Mitch.
My name is Billy.
This is an advice podcast.
This is an advice podcast.
We're every week.
It's mostly a talking shit podcast, to be honest.
Yeah, I don't really care.
Yeah, we do also read emails.
Is an advice email reading podcast, and I'm very tired. Yeah. And I'm wearing a beanie again. Also, I didn't shave in the last week because I talked a big game, and I was just like, I wonder if my scruff's coming up on the thing. Like, couldn't see it at all in the video, even though I had a very, it's worth mentioning, I had a very good amount.
Yeah.
And now, more.
Yeah.
And I'm hoping it comes out in 4K.
You gotta turn those darks down. Yeah. You increase the contrast.
I like our podcast exactly how it looks. I like it being
flat.
I'm just hoping I'll just grow it out until you can see it. If you can see it this time, I'm done. I'm shaving. Yeah. Unless you particularly think I look good with it.
I think if you go like a little bit more, you'll be going into kind of like sexy fisherman territory.
Yeah, and I don't want that particularly.
Oh, okay.
I do not want that. We have 5 emails on the show.
We have 5 emails this week.
5 of them.
And yeah, we've wasted quite a lot of time already.
You know what we did right before?
What?
We picked which emails and then in which order, but not who.
It doesn't matter.
Not who to read what.
It does not matter. You read the first one, actually. Okay. You read the first one.
Pulling out my iPhone.
My Apple iPhone
Apple
Pro
brand
Max.
iPhone. Pro Max Edition. Pro Creator Edition. Thank you, Apple, by the way, for sending me this.
They did not send you that. Apple did not send you
Thank you so much for sending this to me. It means a lot.
Sponsored by Apple.
That'd be so funny. Our first sponsor, Apple. So I like never sponsors podcast. I'm forgetting what was Goofy fan art.
That's it.
This one's cool. Dear Silly Billy and Witchy Mitch. Still got that girdy little cough. I have been loving the video format for the pod. I've been converted from a Spotify listener to a YouTube listener. It's a nice and cozy scene to put on the TV while doing some art or cleaning or homework. Same vibes as the lo-fi beats to study to stream. Haha. Anyway, I picked up my iPad for the first time in forever, and I found a work in progress animatic on Procreate from a few years ago and decided to finish it up. It's only a couple seconds and little things like hairstyles are outdated, but I always thought I'd animate a funny little podcast clip since there was previously no visuals. Maybe sometime I'll add audio from an old episode and extend this. Anyway, I hope you enjoy. I'd love to send other fan art things sometimes if you'd be interested. And then they attached it here. So I saved it to, it was like hard to play on my phone. I don't know what format it is.
It's basically like a little looping GIF.
It's like a little GIF, and I'm going to pull it up for us both to play, and then I'll put it right here so everyone else can watch along with us, starting it right now. That's dope. Look at that.
That's us.
Bing,
All
bing.
the space in between.
Look at that.
That's
around
our
it,
podcast.
and then we're just talking.
There's me.
There's
with
us.
With my shorter hair.
I'll let it play one more time for the people watching. Look at this little animation.
Great
around
color
the
of
thing.
blue that you chose.
Is that blue?
It's grey blue.
That's gray.
It's flat sound blue.
It's not in flat sound blue.
It is.
That's blue?
Yeah.
Wow. Interesting.
Comment below if blue.
Comment below if blue. Hit the bell if gray. And we're talking into an old microphone like that. You see that? It's still looping. I'm only taking it away after this one.
Yeah.
And it's gone.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, see, this is it's all great. It's a cute animation style. Cute. I like how you did the logo. I like how it moved around stop motion.
It's good. I'm going to tell you right now it's good.
You did.
There's a note.
We famously use SM7Bs. Use a Shure SM7B for recording.
I feel like, it wasn't visual before, but we talked about it enough that you could have Googled what microphone this was.
Oh, you made sure to talk about it a lot.
It's the Shure SM7B.
It's the Shure SM7B, baby.
I hate this microphone.
It's not even that good of a microphone, to be honest. It needs a lot of post-processing.
I don't like the microphone. I think it's bad. I don't think it sounds that good.
But it is the one that if people see you talking into it, then they're like, that's a podcast.
Yeah.
Sure is a podcast.
Podcasts often sound worse than like just normal like audio. If you were to just like, not in like an echoey room or anything, but it's like, especially if you're running like good audio, like we talk about this all the time. Like, I'm so sorry I'm saying this on the show, but Rhett and Link, Rhett and Link's podcast Ear Biscuits.
Yeah.
Sounds great. It's actually one of like my most favorite podcasts on how they sound, not in its content.
Sounds good.
It's fine. It's good for falling asleep.
Yeah.
But whoever's running the sound, it sounds really good. It doesn't sound boomy. It sounds really leveled. You got two like male voices on there that sound very, and that's not easy to achieve on these microphones.
Yeah.
But does it sound any better than them just like talking on their
YouTube channel?
What's the difference between them just talking on their YouTube channel and them talking on Ear Biscuits? And it's how close they sound.
Yeah.
I guess. That's
I don't know. Yeah, because
what makes a podcast a podcast?
Yeah, I listen to or watch the Bold and the Beautiful podcast a lot, where they use microphones. You know, if it's a podcast, you know the difference between a podcast and a YouTube video. Because a podcast, they'll have a microphone that you can see and they'll be wearing headphones. If it's just a YouTube video, then they don't need the headphones all of a sudden for whatever reason. Because on Trixie's like channel, you can still hear her talk.
Yeah.
I don't understand it. Why do you suddenly need headphones on if it's a podcast?
Because you're talking directly into the microphone. And that's actually a good example because that podcast sounds like shit. Of course Trixie and Katya's podcast
They're doing their best.
It sounds awful.
It's okay.
It's very listenable.
Yeah.
But really, like the No Jumper podcast sounds like shit.
It does.
It sounds super boomy and muddy and awful, but that's not the point. The point is you got like a really cool guest.
Yes. The point is it's good to listen to.
Yeah.
The content is good to listen to.
Quality? Terrible.
Yeah.
Terrible.
When will someone have both good content and good audio quality? We're all waiting.
Yeah. They're either missing one or the other. Yeah.
We hoped we could be the one, but
it's not happening, unfortunately. No. And we talked about wedding rings for too much at the beginning.
Yeah.
And now this.
When we first read this email of the fan art, it really tripped you up because they were like, here's a WIP animatic that I made on Procreate. You're like, okay, wait, here's a whip? A whip?
What's a whip?
What's a whip? It's a work in process. Okay, here's a work in process Animaniac?
What's an animatic?
What's an animaniac?
And then I don't use Procreate, so I'm like, this whole little segment is just code to me. This whole thing is just code.
He's a music artist. He doesn't understand the way of the illustrator.
Yeah, if you told me this whole stem was found in Logic, I'd be like, sure.
What does that mean?
I don't know. Oh, a stem. A stem is found in Logic. One track, that makes up a whole song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you mean it's found in Logic?
I found it in Logic.
You found it?
I found this thing in Logic.
You just stumble across stems?
I do actually sometimes.
Okay.
I found on an old hard drive. There wasn't in Logic, but I found. I shouldn't even say this because I know that if Jake's listening, he's gonna be like, send them all to me.
Yeah.
I found the stems that make up, and the stem is the individual tracks. Mm-hmm. So if you have a whole song, you say, here's my vocals, here's the background vocals, here's the percussion, here's the guitar, blah, blah. They're all individual
separate
tracks that you can mix and pan and do whatever you want to. I found the individual stems on an old hard drive to My Heart Goes Bum Bum Bum.
It's crazy.
To old Lumina.
That's nuts.
To lots of stuff off of I Clung to You.
Release them for the 20-year anniversary.
I won't have them by then. I'll have lost them. I'll have for sure lost them by then.
Jake. Look after them.
Maybe Jake will look after them, but I'm not going to give those stems to those old horrible tracks to anyone. They sound like shit. They sound horrible, because they're not even mixed stems. They're just raw wave files.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Of you being 18 years old or something.
18 years old and singing so out of key into something. It's terrible. Really, really
funny.
bad.
Okay. I wanna get to the second question.
We'd love more fan art, by the way.
Yes, good. I wanna get to the second question. This one goes, hi Philly and Black Sound. Do you play the drums, Mitch? Love this person's name.
No.
Okay, next email. Called Drums. Hi Billy and Flat Sound. A couple Flat Sound songs have acoustic sounding drums in them. Do you play the drums, Mitch? Love this person's name.
Same person.
P.S. Both of you inspire me every day. These two emails were sent 4 minutes apart from one another.
I think it's cute, the idea that they sent one and then just forgot.
They forgot.
Yeah.
They were like,
but still
oh
had
yeah,
the
I
same
meant to send
idea
that email, and then sent an identical email that was just a little bit cuter. It just had a little PS on the end.
Yeah.
That's really funny.
And it was a little bit more detailed.
Yeah. Mitch, do you play the drums?
No.
But a couple Flat Sound songs do have acoustic sounding drums in them.
Yeah, if they're played at all well, I'm not playing them. And if they're played like garbage,
then it might be him.
Look up a Flat Sound song. What is it called? Something off of Scotland. Something off of Scotland. I wish you would state. I think it's called Fading Drift. What is it called?
Don't ask me.
Hold on. Let me just Google it really quick.
Let me just go to the old Spotify real quick.
Let me go to the old fucking genius.
This man doesn't even remember his own damn catalog.
Yeah, sorry. I've written 400 fucking songs.
Embarrassing.
Scotland track listing. It is Fading.
Fading.
So it's called Fading.
Yeah.
Listen to the fucking drums on that.
Why?
It's terrible.
Oh, they're bad.
It's awful.
Oh, they're bad.
It's awful. I'm gonna play a little bit of it actually. Let me just play a second of it.
Yeah.
I'm glad it's not coming up. There we go. It's a little bit hard to find. I'm gonna play it loud enough so we can hear it, and then I can actually mix it into the show.
Yeah.
Listen to where this is me playing drums at like 17.
Actual drum kit?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the same one in the garage now.
Oh, wow.
Listen to this. Right here. I'm truly just hitting the cymbals. Are you like, oh, okay. Oh my god, you're crying.
Yeah, it's lo-fi, baby. What
Anyone that plays the drums is hearing this and just wincing. Listen to this. You would think I only had cymbals. You think my whole drum set was cymbals.
I know there's a whole kit out there.
I just knew it had to be loud.
Good. I agree.
So I was just hitting the cymbals.
I agree. Sometimes it's just got to be loud.
And kicking. I don't think I was ever hitting a
normal drum.
The snare wasn't touched in that whole song.
That's funny.
It's really, really rough. So that's me playing the drums.
Yeah.
And then I didn't think I'd answer this question so in depth.
Yes, Mitch has played the drums on Flat Sound songs, but he does not play the drums.
But not in any songs you might like. No. Even when they sound really lo-fi.
Yeah.
Really lo-fi and really like, you can tell when someone like good is playing it.
Yeah.
There's this song here. I'm just going to play a little bit of it here. It's called The Repetitive Nature of Everyday Life. You can actually hear it's a really lo-fi song we just recorded in a fucking bedroom, you know, but stop knowing the song. That's my friend Matt playing.
Okay.
The Cowardly Lion Doesn't Write Love Songs. That's my friend Matt playing.
My old favorite.
Really?
Yes.
Stop knowing my catalog.
Sorry.
Especially my old stuff. I want you to only be intimate with the song Chamomile.
No.
I want you to only be
I want you to only know the songs that are about you.
Yeah, you can only listen to By Your Side.
I'm fine with that. That one's a bop.
Was that today or was it yesterday?
What?
Which one of my songs has the date in it? That was recently. November 13th? Is that today?
No. Yes!
It's a Flat Sound holiday and we didn't even realize it.
It's November 13th. That's from the new album.
It's from the new album.
The Horse album.
The Horse album. And you don't make me call it that.
From the Horse album. T-shirts available now on flatsound.org/shop.
You were about to say .horse. Weren't you? You were about to say
flatsound.org/horse.
Flatsound.org/shop to pick up a t-shirt with a little horse with actually your photography on it.
It is. This is my photo of a horse.
Of a horse.
A magical horse. Is that actually two horses in that photo? But
it looks like one.
One of them is magical and the other one's a normal horse.
We were supposed to do music videos for multiple songs off that album.
Yeah.
And then lots of stuff came up.
Yeah.
And stuff is still coming up.
Stuff simply doesn't stop coming up.
No.
Yeah.
But we have to, we told ourselves we'd start doing that this month. So that's pretty exciting.
Yeah.
That'll be fun.
Yeah.
It'll be neat.
Okay.
I don't play the drums.
He doesn't play the drums.
Next question, and God, I hope it's about the bassoon.
I saw in one video you kind of hit a jar with a pencil. Does that count?
I did that in a video?
Yeah.
Huh.
I think there's like small list of things.
Oh, yeah.
One of those ones.
No, I'm hitting the floor, you Dumbo. Am I hitting a jar with that?
Maybe you're hitting the floor. I don't know. You hit a jar in something.
Lots of our listeners of like this podcast don't like really listen to Flat Sound, I feel like.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is like a really boring segment.
Shout out to the Billy Stands.
Shout out to the Billy Stands.
Yeah.
Shout out to your personal friends and family who listen to the show but aren't like, super familiar with my work.
Yeah.
But now they're getting very familiar on whether or not I play drums on certain tracks. Song Helen Oh Helen, I played the drums on that one.
Listen, it was so important to this listener that they emailed twice about it.
Twice.
So
I give them all the info. Where am I playing drums?
Yeah.
Where am I not?
Yeah.
Synthetic drums, all me.
Have you played drums? Will you play drums? When will you play drums? What kind of drums will you play?
Are you playing drums
Are
now?
you playing drums?
Yeah. Are you currently playing drums? The 40-track compilation album I stayed up until sunrise but got to fall asleep to the sounds of birds singing. There's 40 songs long. It just scrolls and scrolls and scrolls. The very last song is called "The Day I Took What Was Yours," and you know who plays drums on that? Johnny, my brother.
Johnny, your brother.
He's playing drums.
Johnny, your brother, plays the drums that are in the garage a lot, actually, and it's right underneath our bedroom.
Yes, we're waking up always. Tim just going.
You'll just open the garage, like the door fully open, and just and just for the neighborhood to hear.
He'll do that.
And we're like, you know what? It's good to have you here. We're just thankful that you're here with us.
Yeah,
I
am.
Play those drums. He's pretty good.
He is good, and he's never played the drums, and it's annoyed me.
No.
I can honestly say that.
I just think it's funny.
It is funny.
Yeah, it's a funny thing to do to open the garage door.
It's funny that he opens the garage door and plays them. Yeah. Playing his own little show. I should just like grab a guitar and plug it in and be like, let's do it.
Yeah.
That's how I play the
Johnny on
guitar.
the next album. Johnny and Felddoxen, let's go.
Johnny and Felddoxen, he would love that.
Yeah.
I think he would love that.
And then me doing keyboard.
That would complete my life. If I had a family band.
Family band?
Yeah. I'd love a family band. I think I've reached the age where I'd love a family band. My wife on keyboards.
Yeah.
My brother on drums.
Yeah.
Little Amelia on bass guitar.
Who's Amelia?
Our daughter.
Okay.
I've told you this lots of times before. It's our future daughter. Little Amelia Welling on drums. Little Amelia Welling Brooks.
You said bass guitar.
What did I say?
You said drums.
Sorry, I was thinking about her.
Okay.
Amelia. Yeah.
Stop thinking about
I can't. I want a family band. Brooke on merch. Brooke at the merch booth. That's
Good.
dope. That's cool.
Yeah. Very nice. Should we read a real email?
We could. We should.
Like a proper one?
We should.
A proper one. We're on time to read a real email.
Do you think I'm acting funny this episode?
Funny haha?
No, funny strange.
Funny strange.
Funny strange.
Funny off.
Funny off.
It's hard to say. Why?
Funny.
Why?
Answer that. Look at me and answer that.
Mm. Yes.
Based on what?
I don't know. I just thought it'd be funny to say yes. No, I think you're acting normal.
Feel my hand.
Normal for a freak. Oh.
Feel my hand.
You're clammed.
I'm so anxious.
Are you?
Yeah. I've been having a panic attack the last 10 minutes.
Yeah, your hands are freezing.
20 minutes.
Wow.
20. We haven't even been recording 20 minutes.
Yeah, we have.
Probably. Have we?
Yeah, we've been recording half an hour.
We are not getting
Time
to the...
flies when you're having a panic attack.
We're not getting to the 5th email. I can feel it.
But we did 3 already.
Yeah.
Granted, 2 of them were 1. But, yeah.
Yeah, I just feel tight. Breathless.
You want to have a little break?
No, I'm good. I'm okay. Look at... You see how sweet that was? Do you want to have a little break? No, I feel like I'm going to start shaking.
Okay.
Pretty soon. So if I do, I'm good.
Yeah.
I just have lived with a panic disorder that confined me to my home for a decade.
It's true.
So I'm pretty... That makes me pretty cool, I think. I think that makes me pretty unique.
It's pretty brave of you to have a debilitating panic disorder and a podcast.
And a podcast? Yeah. Who has both? It's probably a lot of podcasters, to be honest.
Yeah.
Also a lot of indie musicians.
It's true.
We did an outing today.
We did, yeah. We
did
for
a car
drive.
outing today for the first time in a while. Maybe that's why I'm so high on my nerves or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got you strung up.
Feel this. This is ridiculous.
Yeah, they're cold.
They're freaking freezing.
They're cold and clammy.
Man. They're freezing.
We to warm up.
That'd be funny.
Want me to get you some gloves?
No. You want me to read the other question?
If you want.
I'm trying to think of one more song I played drums on. Oh, okay. There's a song on this same compilation called... Called... I thought I had it.
Sorry, the compilation's 40 songs
It's
long,
so
so it's pretty
long.
hard to find any song on it. Yeah.
No. Oh, The Night You Drifted Past.
Yeah.
And I don't play drums on it. But there are live drums on it.
Oh.
That was my roommate at the time, Josh.
I like that you've never had a drummer, but you'll just have random people come play the drums.
Josh also played drums at the end of I Clung to You. Yeah. That.
That's cool.
That's exactly how it sounded.
You're intimately familiar with it.
Okay. Who's next? Who's next? It's my friend. I can't say his name.
You can't say his name.
And he's it's
What the hell?
oh, he wrote in.
Okay, you don't need to expose him like that.
Well, there's not. Oh, actually, I shouldn't say it because of the nature of the email.
You gotta beep it out.
I'm gonna bleep out everything. I'm gonna bleep out even the clues because it's a little insensitive. It's not like a bad email or anything like that. They're just asking like a personal question.
Yeah.
His name, he's my friend. His name is this. I've got an insanely small cock. What do I do? I wanted to see if you could loan me some inch.
Insanely long legs, but an insanely small dick.
Yeah, what do I do? The third question. By we don't know who.
Yeah.
And it says, "What's up, YouTubers? I have a grimy pickle for y'all. How do you not become a friend's therapist? I figured I'd ask the question reading podcast for depressed alt folks how to keep people from unloading their emotional baggage. Somehow saying I'm not your therapist hasn't worked for me. Although this has been an issue for most of my life, recently it's become particularly difficult with one friend. She's amazing and wonderful, and my therapists say I need to stop letting her tell me all her problems. I've tried setting boundaries. Unfortunately, she sees this as me turning away from her and being a bad friend. So, how do I respectfully keep a friend from treating me as their therapist? Signed, the tall one. P.S. Also, my friend and I dated for 2 years, and she has BPD. P.P.S. Bingo. And then attached is like a bingo card.
I think we should get into the bingo card after we answer the question.
Okay.
We will revisit that because it's
We'll
very
do the bingo
good.
card after, but there's a fun little bingo card here.
Yes. Interesting question.
It is an interesting question.
How do you stop someone from just dumping all of their emotional baggage on you and saying, I'm not your therapist straight up hasn't worked? Also, they're your ex.
Uh-huh.
Also, they have BPD, which is borderline personality disorder.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Dang.
Which I've been rumored to have.
Yeah. There's been whispers.
No one's really sure.
Mm-hmm. There's been whispers that... Am I showing belly on the podcast?
You showing tummy?
I
For
can't.
free? For free on this here pod?
That's tough. I like the part of the email where they were like, they're wonderful. They're so good.
Yeah.
Alas, my therapists, plural,
Plural, yeah.
say
More than
that
one
I
therapist.
need to stop blah, blah, blah. Now, it's funny if you imagine that this person's therapists are their other friends. Like they're doing the same thing.
They're doing the same thing to
Yeah.
other people. My
My
group of therapists.
yeah, it's just their friend
My
group.
circle of therapists.
It's just their friend group.
But they're like, no, I can't do it for other people. That's really funny.
Yes.
That's a good joke.
What do you do? That's tough. I find myself kind of in a situation a lot where I'm, but I also kind of like to be, but not too much. And I'm sure this person also likes to be, but not too much. A part of that.
Yeah.
To be there for that person, but just not too much. You know, especially after you two broke up, and then maybe it's just a little bit much.
Yeah.
Could just be a little bit much.
So I don't know. As someone who again has been rumored to have BPD, no one's sure, but rumors. I get the kind of problem here in the sensitivities because they say like, I've tried setting better boundaries. Unfortunately, she sees this as me turning away from her and being a bad friend. There's this thing that people with multiple mood and personality disorders do, but borderline especially, which is like splitting black and white thinking, idealization, devaluation. So, you know, they could look at you as like a really good friend and a rock and stuff, but then when you say something very small that they can perceive as like being cut off, being abandoned, being rejected, whatever, like a negative feedback, then they're just like, well, you don't care about me at all. Well, you don't care about our friendship. Well, you hate me probably, you know? And what, me?
Occasionally.
Yes, me.
Occasionally you've done that.
Yes, yeah, of course. Yes, yeah,
And we do have to slow down and de-escalate.
Yes. Yeah, that's the thing, because it is so easy to take one thing and then your brain is so used to running down this path of this really well-worn path of being like, they hate me and I mean nothing to them, and then I should, you know, self-defense, blah, 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 blah. You really have to, like, curve them off of that path before they even start running down it, you know, which can be quite hard to do. And, I don't know, I think for me that basically involves a lot of, like couching criticism, like doing the old compliment sandwich kind of thing, you know? Like, they teach you to do this, like, in art school and stuff when you're, like, critiquing other people's work.
They're like... You
know?
That's so funny.
Yeah.
They're like, you're so funny. You just threw a plate. Your hair looks amazing.
Yes!
Yeah.
Yes!
Like that, yeah.
Yes. Yeah, exactly. But, you know, you've got, it's this hard balance of, like, trying to enforce a boundary while also being like, listen, I love you and I think you're amazing and wonderful. And, you know, our relationship means a lot to me. But I can't do this right now with you, you know, but this isn't good for my mental health. But I just have a lot on my plate, like, sorry, you know. And then just reinforce again. It's like, but it's not, it doesn't mean I don't like you or that I don't value you or appreciate our relationship or anything like that, you know. And I don't know, I don't know this person, and not all people with these kind of mood or personality disorders are the same. If it were me, I'd probably still cry and have a little tantrum maybe if I was in a real bad mood, but then, you know, you calm down after. Hopefully, you know, that if you check in like a day later and be like, hey, still mean what I said, you know, about treasuring you, think you're great, just having to put a boundary there, but that doesn't mean that I don't care about you, you know, and just reinforcing that. That would be my advice as someone who has those things happen sometimes.
Yeah, and sometimes it's best to just accept that, like, no matter how, like, I don't know. I always tell myself a lot that I when I approach something like that, I'm always like, I maybe could have done that better. And I think I got, I think sort of an important realization that I made recently, just in the last however long, like in the last year, I've come to sort of the sole realization that like, sometimes I would let pride stand in the way of how I probably should have reacted. Because you are, as a reaction, like kind of like when someone is doing that to you, you do want to react. You do want to have, and then you're just butting heads, you know? And then you think, what am I supposed to do? Coddle them? I don't want to coddle them. Sometimes you need to coddle them. You know, sometimes a person needs a little bit of coddling right there in the moment so we can soften the blow of the impact and then start to properly talk about what happened. Not letting them, not just letting it happen over and over again. Coddle a little bit to catch them because they're falling. And then start to talk to them like that, you know?
Yeah, it's really, I don't know, it's a fine line, and also it's not totally on you to manage that either, you know. But when I was with my ex, love him, bless him, Christopher.
Oh God,
he did coddle me too much. Let me get away with being a complete freak.
Right, yeah.
You know? And then I just kept being a freak.
Yeah, you're awful to Chris. I say that a lot on the podcast.
Like, he would, because he would just like, it's not your fault. You've got traumas. You've got whatever, So it's not your fault. And in reality, it was a little bit my fault. I could kind of control what I was doing, but, it was just... So, I don't know, it's a really hard thing to balance, but, there's just some tips from me who's kind of better at navigating it now after some years and rounds of therapy and some working on myself and blah, 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 is that I find that the main thing that is scary for people with BPD is this idea of like abandonment, rejection, being cut off, So you just gotta kind of reinforce that that's not what's happening, but you need this kind of respectful bit of space,
Yeah, it's made more difficult when the person is like no longer your partner, because because when we deal with one another, it's sheer obligation. It's like we're married. We have to do it. When you can just like ignore the text, it's so much easier to just ignore the text.
We live with each other, so we're gonna have to like see each other next day.
We're gonna have to like crawl on the same bed, so we might as well deal with this now. But
it's Can I say something?
Yes, please.
I was just going to say it's a bit like it's a hard thing to navigate when you're being friends with someone that you were in a relationship with, because it's very rewarding, because obviously you were drawn to each other for a reason and you've got stuff in common, you care about each other deeply, but it's strange to go from that place of like commitment to then being like, okay, actually what's an appropriate amount of distance to have now that we're not in that place anymore, It's very confusing.
Yeah. Coddling is very romantic. It is, to me. It's very romantic.
Coddling is?
Yeah, coddling someone. Cuddling and coddling is very romantic.
Okay.
So yeah, it's hard when you're no longer that person's partner.
Yeah, I don't know. That's my advice. That's my sincere advice of the show. I'm not an expert by any means.
No.
Yeah.
But yeah. I would like to think that when I'm talking to Neil, he often tells me to like put my therapist hat on. That's what a lot of that's what a lot of people say, and they're like, what do you think you're supposed to do here?
That's my favorite thing Neil does, is when you like pay him like however many dollars for a therapy session, and he goes, well, what would you do if you were a therapist? And he gets you to just do it yourself.
Yeah. I'm like, I get what you're teaching me, but like at the same time, I like literally just PayPal'd you. So
I literally just paid the fucking
tired.
Invoice.
Yeah, my hands are cold. So
if you could be the therapist, I'd appreciate
I guess
that.
I'd sit here like this.
Yeah.
So cool.
I guess I'd say, what would you do if you were the therapist?
Yeah.
Then we'll just go around in a circle forever.
And then what?
Yeah.
And then the hour's up. So there you go. We can both not budge here.
But he told you to be a therapist hat on.
If I were to put my therapist hat on, I would probably suggest setting like a firmer boundary. That's it. Just like a more definitive, firm boundary.
Yeah. I also think it's helpful to do these things like in writing sometimes, just so there's no like misremembering.
Yeah. Like a drunken text.
No.
Yeah.
No.
3 a.m. Drunken text. Next time you're thinking about it. And I mean really thinking about it. Stewing. Next time you're stewing about it.
Don't be stewing about it.
Okay.
Yeah. Next time you're simmering in your own juices.
Yeah.
No. I think it's good to do this kind of like boundary setting in writing. So you can be like, okay, here's the thing, so that it can't be like, well, you said blah, 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 but I thought something, so, it's clear. It's there. It's written down, bada bing, bada boom. And then again, you can couch it in those reassurances that it's not the end of the world or the friendship or anything like that.
Yes.
Yeah. Can we look at this bingo card?
Absolutely.
That they attached
it's
at
really
the end
good.
of it. Are we going to put it up on the video?
Put it up right here.
Woo!
Wait, don't put it up there. I want a more satisfying clap.
Okay.
Put it up right here.
Woo!
It's only
okay.
slightly better.
We're gonna read out the bingo things, and
I want to look at it too.
Some of them we might have done in this episode already, so
they're all really good.
This
all
is a
really,
good
really
bingo
good.
card for our podcast.
We'll put this in the Discord.
Yes.
And but then we'll also include it in the video, which is already here.
Yeah.
And I don't know, like it's in 4K, so just like put it to the highest quality and screenshot it. Like you'll be able to read it.
Okay, so the first square is Tumblr/MySpace reference.
Boom.
Yeah. Sleepy, hungry, and afraid.
We
are often one of the we're sleepy this time. Mm-hmm. Yeah. You were afraid.
I am still afraid.
He's still afraid. Yeah.
My
so
hands aren't stopping.
and I could eat. Billy says stop.
You do that?
I do tell you to stop a lot. Yeah. And you barely ever
I don't
pay attention.
I don't know how, yeah.
The fourth square just says kneel.
Kneel, which I just mentioned.
You just spoke about. My mother listens to this.
Another great one.
Which she does. Hello. A cameo. Cats count. Sometimes we have a cameo.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot to hit record.
It's a common joke I make.
A classic Mitch beginning of the episode. Well, actually, during the episode.
Yeah, it'll just be like halfway through.
You're like, oh, fuck.
Oh, fuck, our mics aren't plugged in.
Yeah. Well, you can say this one.
I wrote, I exist. I wrote, I exist.
Yeah.
Thrice.
He wrote it 3 times.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Quivering like a leaf.
Currently doing it.
I did.
There you go.
I'm not sure if that means saying it or doing it.
We say quivering like
We
a leaf
say
a
it,
lot,
and
I think.
sometimes you do it.
I
Yeah.
think that's well, I very rarely like have a panic experience is what we call them now. A panic experience
Yeah.
on the podcast. But when I do and it's only audio, it's much easier to stop.
Yeah.
But there's like video involved, so I'm like I would rather write it out on the show than have to edit more. Yeah. Yeah, that's just the unfortunate. That's like the only reason I wasn't like I'm gonna go pace is because I didn't want to do like more editing.
That's valid.
Yeah.
Temp space just says tea.
Did they mean like your tea?
Yeah.
Just black tea.
Sometimes I have a cup.
Okay. Tea.
Yeah.
Tea.
Mm-hmm. Smash reference.
It's a good one.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Didn't get to the third question. Take that. We did get to it this time. Actually, we did 4 technically.
Technically, yes.
Technically.
So if you were to... We weren't expecting the drum question to turn into an actual question.
Yes.
But wanting to ramble through a panic attack, like, made me want to just, like, list off songs I've been on that I played drums on. So that actually turned into a question.
Yeah. So we've done 3 for sure.
It would have only been a 2 question. Because I don't think we're getting to the 5th.
Well, this is the trick. We've got to overshoot it. And then when we don't do the last one, we've still done a good amount, you know?
Pretty good.
Yeah. We've got free space in the middle.
Space.
Then you go piss/shit/fart. I hate seeing the word fart
I don't like the
written
word
down.
fart. Piss and
on
shit's
here.
fine.
Yeah.
But unless like John is on the show or something, there'll be no fart talk.
Yeah, I don't like that word. Blank from the Discord.
We do say that a lot.
Yeah.
We'll reference people in our servers.
Yes. Most unlistenable podcast.
Mm-hmm.
We do say that a lot. And when will we get a trophy for it? We're waiting.
Soon, hopefully, yeah.
Yeah. When will iHeartRadio give us the most unlistenable podcast trophy award?
Like, you brought us here for this? That sucks. But thank you.
Dabs.
I dabbed during the last episode, actually.
You did?
Yeah, I hit one right at the drop.
Yes.
It was cool.
Social media is bad? Yes.
Every fucking episode, sure.
Every time. Do we have time for another? We say that a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Mitch lies about Billy?
I do that quite a bit, to be honest.
Too much?
I do it
Some
quite a
people would
lot.
say too much. Too much
Not
lying
me.
about Billy.
Not
Okay.
me.
Well,
I've actually never done it.
That's a lie. That's a lie right there. Simpsons reference.
That's a cool one.
That is a cool one.
I love a Simpsons
That's a rare
reference.
one. I feel like that's not that often, but we do it.
We do it. We do it
Yeah.
a lot more in our personal lives.
We do, yeah. Mitch is tall. That's just a fact. True.
Look at this.
He has his cup.
The cup that says the tall
says
one.
the tall one on it. It's different in the UK. I am always saying that. I wasn't paying attention.
Every fucking
You're
episode.
always saying that. Yeah. You're never paying attention.
No. I'm hardly here now.
The last space is my favorite one, which just says Catholicism and lesbianism. Woo!
That's on you. This podcast would have a lot less talk of Catholicism and lesbianism.
Yeah, well,
if not
blame
for
my
you.
parents. He sent me to fucking Ursuline.
Yeah, that's on them for
God.
sure.
Uh-huh.
Before I forget, let's take this away. You got it.
It's gone. I don't think we got a bingo this time. We didn't get, like, a line. I don't think that's what you have to do to get a bingo on one of these things, right?
I think that's how bingo
I only
works.
play real bingo, so I don't really know.
I literally thought bingo, like, the other day had, like, I thought they were calling out, like, B7, and you're like, that's not how bingo
It's like,
works.
there's
That's
not-
how
there's
Battleship works.
There's not a letter. Yeah,
Oh,
there's
well, then how come
Battleship.
bingo lines up with every line? Why did they make it like that? If every letter lined up with every line.
A real bingo card doesn't look like this, though. I've been to
real bingo.
Yeah,
card.
when you go to like a bingo hall.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
I believe
different.
you. I believe you.
But I think on this kind of one, you have to make like a line or go across or diagonally, right?
I think so.
Or full house.
Full House is everything.
Every single thing.
I can't imagine the episode we hit a full house. We have to be trying to.
If anyone finds one that has a full house, then I'll send you something.
Yeah.
I don't know what it'll be.
Yeah.
This.
No. We need it. We only made the one. Fuck no.
My hand painted logo sign.
Yeah, no, but then you have to
that I
paint another
made.
one? No way. That took forever.
It was fun.
I'm saying it took a long time, and I was just like playing video games next to you while you were doing it. Yeah, this was you and Brooke together.
Yeah, me and Brooke made this.
Oh, it's cute.
Yeah.
So don't give it away.
I'll give you a fucking... I don't know.
We need everything on this wall.
We could replace some of it.
We could replace some
Oh,
of it.
I'm gonna send you one thing off this wall if
To
you can
give away
find a full
something
thing.
on the
It's
wall is
not gonna
actually pretty
happen though.
funny.
There's not gonna be a full house means every square.
Here's what I'm saying though. Mm-hmm. We, and by we I mean them,
Yeah.
the listeners, in the Discord or otherwise, should, in my opinion, be using this card every fucking episode
Yeah.
to see if we at least get a bingo. Mm-hmm. If there is a bingo on an episode, I will do something special. I don't know what that is yet.
I don't know what it is yet.
I don't
either.
know what it is.
We'll think of something.
We'll think of something.
We'll use this bingo card for evil somehow. Mark our words.
We'll do something. I don't know what it is, but we'll do something.
Yeah.
And that's a fucking promise.
Give you a special shout out on the show about that.
Nah, it's gonna be bigger than that.
Customized shout out.
Gotta be bigger than that.
I said send them a pin. You said no.
Way more expensive.
I said send them one of the pins that are sold out, but we still have some. I think.
We have some pins left. Yeah.
And you said no. You said that's too much. So what's
I didn't
in
say
between?
it's too much. You said like every person that. I guess I figured it'd be an ongoing thing. Like with every episode, we would send anyone who says we got a bingo.
No,
a
it has to be
pin.
like the first person.
The first person.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
What if one person's just like collecting pins, like like on Drag Race UK? They're just collecting pins on there. That's silly. We can't do that.
I don't know.
Okay, I'm feeling better.
Okay.
Right at the end.
Right in
at the
time. Right in time to sign off.
But
yeah.
I'm also feeling thirsty. If you're thirsty like me
I am.
and my wife, we'd love for you to take a drink, have a drink
Join us
with us for a little
in
segment
taking
we
a
like to
sip.
call Drink Your Drink. It's very simple. I'm not going to over explain it this time. I often do, but this is it, right?
Yeah.
You simply, if you have a drink with you,
Yeah.
I don't care if you're out. I don't care if you're on your way to school. I don't care if you're at work. I don't care if you're amongst friends. I don't care if you're listening in the car. If you're out and you're listening to this and you have a drink, we're going to count to 3 and we're going to sip and drink our drinks at the exact same time.
At the same time.
It's a bonding experience. It really is. It brings us all closer together. And you hear this music in the background, all that. It sounds nice, right?
Yeah.
It sounds good. So it's.
Yeah.
What were you gonna say?
Do you think trauma bonding and water bonding would rhyme in your accent?
Let me try. Trauma bonding. Water bonding.
Kind of.
Not really.
Kind of.
Not really.
We're water bonding.
Well, I don't say wool.
Water.
Water.
We're water bonding.
The music is still going. Can we do this thing?
Yes.
Okay. So we're gonna count to 3. You got your drinks ready? Everyone's got the drinks ready. We have these mugs that are from the same set.
They're matching.
Mine says the tall one. It's
Yeah.
kind of, it's like ironic. Yours says the short one, which is just accurate. And that was actually the cup I was drinking out of last week.
Yeah.
So let me dink not your thing. There we go. 1, 2, 3. We dink. I feel like people are gonna think we sipped there, and I'm so sorry. Here's the actual countdown. 1, 2, 3.
That's good water.
That's Mountain Valley, baby.
That's Mountain Valley Springs,
That's Mountain
baby.
Valley Springs in a glass.
Yeah.
In a really heavy glass, 5-gallon. So the sweatshirt I'm wearing right now.
Yes.
I was wearing this very sweatshirt in a very old YouTube video. I was also wearing a beanie at the time then.
You were, yeah.
I'm wearing a beanie now.
That's true.
It's the same beanie as last week. I have to cut my hair this week.
He's literally only wearing the beanie because, like, his hair's too long underneath.
My hair is just too long underneath. And I can't just, it always just, like, fall. It's terrible. I need to cut it. So hopefully I'll have a cute little haircut next time. But, this, let me sit like this.
This sweater.
Yeah, what'd you call this? Brown? Yeah, what would you call this, huh? Brown?
Yeah, I've never seen a more brown than that.
Oh,
yeah,
cool.
It's brown. For sure.
I was wearing the same exact sweatshirt.
Yeah.
In a really old video on my YouTube channel. You can
The playing with feedback.
the playing with feedback video.
Yeah.
Yeah, from forever ago.
That
So long ago. How long ago was that?
fuck knows.
More than a decade?
Yeah.
Wow, more than 10 years old. That video.
I think so. Yeah.
So I'm wearing this thing, and I found it in the closet. I was like, oh shit, this is the one I was wearing in the feedback video.
We saw that video come up on our YouTube thing, like, because we're signed into our All the Space in Between account, usually when we watch YouTube, and we got one of Mitch's flat sound videos recommended to us, and it was that one from fucking
Yeah, why is it
however many years
recommending
ago.
us? That video goes viral because, like, look at this fucking idiot
Look
talking
at
about
his stupid fucking jumper.
Yeah, that goes viral. And I'm, hey, I'm wearing the jumper, the stupid one. That'd be cool.
But it came up the little thumbnail, and I was like, oh, I remember this video. And I mentioned, like, yeah, I watched this video when I had a crush on you, like, before I ever met you.
That's really funny.
I watched it and was like, whoa, he's, like, really fucking cute and
Wow.
artistic. And
Wow.
those cheekbones.
Damn.
And now here you
wow.
are, married to me, wearing the same jumper.
How?
Because we don't throw away clothes.
We don't throw away clothes. You know what's been
Yeah.
really that's really cute what you said, by the way. But what's really funny is that, like, doing this podcast, I'll think, like, I haven't purchased clothes in years. I used to do it all the time.
Yeah, you would just do it when you were bored.
Yeah.
Do some, like, online shopping. Yeah.
And now I don't ever, like, I haven't purchased clothes in years. I'm just like, that. It's a waste of money. It's bad for the environment. So I stopped doing it. I was like, I have enough clothes.
Yeah.
And but now that we're doing, like, the podcast podcast, I'm, like, suddenly very aware that I only have, like, a handful of outfits that I just, like, that I just wear over and over again like a cartoon character, you know?
Yeah.
And I'm like, And it sucks, too, because a lot of them are, like, it's a repeated shirt, but it's a flat sound shirt that I have 5 of. That design, it's like a sleep shirt or something. I was like, well, that's the fresh one. That's
my
a
clean
good one.
shirt.
That's my clean shirt.
Yeah.
I think I'm wearing a sleep shirt now, baby.
Yes.
Yeah,
There it is.
I'm always wearing a fucking sleep shirt because of how
Underneath
many of
anything.
them I've had in the house.
Yeah.
There's some in that, if at any point I need them or I need another one, I just take an extra small, I put it in the fucking wash.
Yeah.
And I have a brand new sleep shirt, and they're super soft.
They're
And they're super good, and they're
Yeah.
available at flatsound.org/shop.
Flatsound.org/shop.
I don't even want to get into the whole shirt
No.
thing we've been working on
No.
next time.
Yes, next time.
But I've been noticing, I'm like, okay, I'll wear this jumper. That's cool.
Yeah.
Have I worn that on the show? And I'll look at my phone and be like, I wore it last time.
I
I literally wore it last
literally
week.
wore it
God
7 days
damn it.
ago.
Okay, well, I can't do a repeated thing that same
Like
the
week after
next week.
Yeah, you gotta rotate them.
Especially if I'm not gonna shave. Especially if I'm not gonna shave. It'll look like I just grew the beard in the outfit.
Like you would just sit here
Yeah.
all week. Yeah.
Sometimes I do that.
Yeah.
Sometimes
Like
I'm just,
it would almost look like we just filmed the podcast back to back, except like the
The
beard's
beard
grown
would
a
be-
noticeable amount.
Yeah, yeah,
so
yeah.
like it has to have been.
I'm noticing how little I'll like change. So I'm just like digging around for extra like pants and jumpers and stuff. Just
Yeah.
being like, I want to like look presentable. I mean, I'm in like admitting that I'm not, but you've made it to the end of the episode, so who cares?
Who cares?
You know, you've earned the info.
Yeah, the secret info.
But in my head, I'm always going to the YouTube channel in my phone as I'm getting dressed for this, and I'm going, no.
I'm like, what the fuck did I wear?
No.
Yeah.
I could wear those pants again.
Right.
Yeah, okay. It's been like, 3 episodes.
Yeah, I'd be like so embarrassed if I like accidentally came on and wore that same like Piero the Clown outfit.
That's so funny.
Like accidentally.
You see the clip 2 weeks later and you're just like,
fuck! I forgot I'd already worn my ruff.
Fuck.
I'd already worn my ruff.
You have to wait 3 weeks and then repeat it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Am I still cold? Yes.
Yes.
Jesus.
Yes, you are.
God.
Let's go warm up your hands.
But first, I'd be
amiss.
Thank you.
Remiss?
I'd be remiss.
I'd be bad.
Regretful.
Yeah.
If I did not mention that this has been all the space in between. My name's Mitch.
My name is Billy. Oh.
If you like the episode. Sorry, I thought I was handing it to you.
Sometimes you just carry on.
Sometimes I carry on, sometimes I hand it to you. Usually we have that connection, but
it's true.
I don't know what's happening. Marriage is rough when you've been married this long, guys.
Less than a year.
Less than a year. You like the episode? Do you think other people might like the episode? Please tell people about the fucking episode. Please tell people about the podcast. We really appreciate it when you tell your friends about the podcast, because it means so much more when you tell them about the podcast than when we say it. It means so much more.
They trust you.
My followers already know I have a podcast. Your friends don't know.
No,
that's the issue here.
They trust you. They don't trust us. We're not trustworthy.
I'm not trustable.
No.
I have a Nosferatu-esque stature.
And fingers.
And
hairline.
No, I don't.
Okay.
I do not.
Well, you've got a beanie on, so no one can
I'm not taking it off, because what if my hair looks silly underneath? I can't take it. So yeah, damn it, I lost. I can't disprove that I don't look like Nosferatu under here. I really do want to sharpen my other tooth. My other front tooth. I talk about it constantly in my private life. I was like, do you think I could find someone that just does like a body mod like that will just sharpen that tooth? I know I can't find a dentist to do it. I'm like, no.
You can hit up whoever Riff Raff goes to.
Yeah, well, no, he has those like grills that look caca and sharp. Yeah, they're grills. I want my actual tooth sharpened. And then I have 2 front sharp teeth. That'd be so... And then I would look exactly like Nosferatu.
Exactly.
That would be so sick to just have... Like, not even like... When somebody thinks of like a vampire, they think of this hot little, like your canines are sharp. No, I want the front two. The front two sharp, like a little fucking Nosferatu vampire. So sick. That would be so cool. I'm getting so excited thinking about it. I want to do it so bad. And then you could just cap them.
Do it for
when I'm
me?
Old enough... Yeah. When I don't like it anymore, I'll just cap them. It's totally fucking fine, man. Go to the dentist. I'll be like, yo, I did a thing. And now, fix it.
Now it's your problem.
Yeah. $4,000 later, it's fine.
Yeah.
It's totally okay. Tell your friends about the show.
So we can afford to get Mitch's Nosferatu teeth surgery.
Please give me Nosferatu teeth, man. If you promise it won't hurt too bad, I'll do it. Tell your friends about the show.
Yeah.
We record every single week, and we love doing it for you.
It's true.
And we are on Spotify.
Yeah.
We are on our YouTube channel. We are everywhere.
Yeah.
We're everywhere where a podcast is found. But we also have this beautiful little website where you can see the YouTube video or everything else. And our website is...
allthespaceinbetween.com.
Spell it just like that.
I'm trying out jingle. Sorry.
It's not catchy.
Excuse you.
I don't even remember
Excuse you.
It just sounded hummed.
Sorry, not all of us wrote I Exist.
Yeah.
What the fuck? If you have a question that you'd like us to answer on the podcast or to read on the podcast, it doesn't even have to be a question. It just be an email. Just email us. I'm just lonely, to be honest. I just want an email.
Billy's face lights up whenever their phone goes off and it's an email for the podcast.
Yeah, and then it drops when it is just asking Mitch if he plays drums. Ah, fuck. Yeah.
And then it lights up again and it's the same email. It's asked again. In a slightly different way.
That day was a roller coaster for me.
You were going up and down, yeah. You were going up and down. Very black and white, if I do say so myself. Yeah.
Splitting all over the place. If you have an email that you would like to send us, we will read it on the show. Our email address is allthespaceinbetween@gmail.com. Yeah, baby. That's about it, I think.
So I was feeling icky throughout most of the episode, but thanks for sitting with me anyway.
Thanks for sitting with us through a little panic attack.
New episodes every Monday. Thank you guys so much for listening.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Oh, we're dancing. Love you.
Love you.